we're live.
All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. So it's the day after Christmas, and we just thought we would take you along with us on our 4-mile walk this morning. So we're here in Northern California. It's a little chilly this morning. What is the temperature?
40 something.
40 something. Let's see. My watch says 43.
Yeah, it's a
So,
little
not
bit
bad.
it's a little bit misty over the duck pond.
Yeah. Oh, here come a couple ducks.
Oh, did they think they're
Yeah,
getting
they're
treats?
coming up
Where
to
are they?
see us. Right here.
Oh, they're right here. Right here, close. Randy's here. Hi, Randy. Hey, Randy, sound check. We're using new little quick mics. So, yeah, so it should be turned on and you should have sound. Let us know in the chat if you've got sound for us. Tammy, give us a testing.
Yep, it is. It's working.
Okay,
there
so
they
yeah,
are. Do you
here's our
see them?
two friends right down there. Yeah, they're looking for handouts. Okay, guys, see you later. Let's get this walk going. Our timers are already set.
They are. That really messes up our stopping like that.
Okay, see if,
anyway,
see if
morning,
Randy said the sound is okay.
Oh, okay. Let me look for live chat. Yeah, hey. Randy says, good morning, y'all. I can hear you. Oh, good. Then our new mics are working. We got little portable little mics to take with us when we are traveling or doing our walks and that kind of thing. So we thought we would try them out this morning and see how they work. So I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. We did. We hosted and had the family all over yesterday. So if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you would have seen I did a short little video yesterday. It was noonish maybe, about the brunch that I made.
Look at those clouds back behind you.
Oh, nice. Beautiful. The sky is gorgeous. So anyway, we had a delicious brunch. I made the sheet pan tofu scramble, the sheet pan breakfast potatoes. Let's see, I made the sheet pan pancake mix, but instead of making them on a sheet pan, because I already had two things in the oven, I went ahead and let it sit for about 10 minutes after I mixed it up in my Vitamix blender. And then I just made pancakes on the stovetop on my griddle. And they worked great that way and were delicious. They had a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg in them, which made them extra special. And then I made my blueberry sauce to go over them. And Randy, I made the breakfast sausages with the oats. I know that you like those. And so I made those and steamed some asparagus, some fresh asparagus. And it was just 3 of us for brunch. So we do have leftovers. I meant to send some of that home with David, our son, yesterday. And then I forgot, but he got all the dinner stuff. So he'll have things to eat. So that was really nice.
People driving by or going off to work.
Oh,
are
maybe.
People working today or are people off today? Because like the Christmas holiday is in my head, it's always a two-day holiday. And it's like, it's on Monday? What?
I don't know. A lot of people take a personal day the day after if they don't get it off. So yeah, let us know that you're here and where you're watching from, because that's really fun for us. Randy says she's trying to recover from yesterday's lunch buffet.
Oh my goodness, yes.
So did you go out and did you go exercise this morning, Randy? I bet you did. Randy's off today. So Rich is here. Hi, Rich. Hope you had a nice holiday. Thank you for sending your nice little message to us. We appreciated that. So Randy says, I should have come over for breakfast. Well, you should have. I had enough to feed a lot of people. Although I have to say, the 2 guys I was eating with really packed it away. I kept reminding them, you guys, we're having a big meal later. Save some room. And they still managed to eat, so it was fine.
Yeah, after Saturday and Sunday, that's why I asked Tammy, are we going to walk this morning? I'm feeling the need to move. You know, not that you can outrun your calories, but I still needed to get out and move.
Barbara's watching from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ooh, what's the weather like there? My parents live in Nebraska, as many of you know, and they got a lot of snow yesterday. So they definitely had well, my mom, I guess I said my parents. I forget sometimes that my dad is deceased. Anyway, sorry. Ooh, that threw me off. Good
Morning.
morning. Anyway, so my mom had a white Christmas and my family had a white Christmas yesterday. Sharon's watching from her beach home in Los Angeles County. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Very nice. And Randy says it rained here most of the day yesterday. Wow. Barbara says it was 50 and rain yesterday. So we just have such a mix of weather all across the country, don't we? So anyway, that's what we had for brunch. And then,
speaking of weather, I need to put my right hand glove on because my right hand is freezing holding on to this camera pole. So if you can,
I'll take it.
Let's stop for a second.
He doesn't trust me to walk, talk, and hold this. I got it. So, so then we can talk about dinner. And so if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you know that.
So now I got my gloves on.
There you go. Now you'll be better. Our daughter and her children came over and we made tamales on Saturday. And vegan tamales, I made mine oil-free. Hers had a little bit of oil in her masa. So I used Kathy Hester's masa recipe for tamales. You can find it online. If you just Google Kathy Hester tamales, she has 2 recipes, I believe. And so I used an oil-free one, and you use cooked sweet potato instead of using like shortening or oil in the masa.
I can put her link in our show notes.
Oh, great. That'd be great.
We have a link to her.
So that's what I used for the masa recipe, the dough. And then for my filling, I used mashed sweet potato. I seasoned it with a little bit of cumin. And then I made black beans in the Instant Pot. And I turned those into refried beans with peppers and onions, jalapeno. You know, saute that, cook that down until you have kind of a sofritos.
Sofritas?
Yeah, and then seasonings, cumin, garlic, onion, all the wonderful seasonings. And so then each tamale, or tamale is plural, and tamal is for single. Yeah. Yeah, our daughter was a high school Spanish teacher. So she had an English major and a Spanish. She majored in Spanish as well. So anyway, so she's always correcting us. So I did 1 tablespoon of sweet potato mash and 1 tablespoon of refried beans in each tamal. And they turned out great. So flavorful and delicious. And you really liked them. Say what you liked. And they were a little bit spicy. I made mine a little bit spicy, and our daughter made hers more mild, hoping that the children will eat them. Well, they didn't even want to taste them. You know, it was like, no. So they just had burrito bowls with beans, rice, corn, and avocado, and they were chips, and they were very happy with that. So we had for dinner last night, I made, I had remembered a dressing of sorts that our son-in-law's sister makes, which is just like, it's a regular traditional salad dressing in Honduras. And they just thinly slice a lot of red onion and then put freshly squeezed lime juice over it, enough to completely immerse it, and let it marinate for about an hour or so, and then add a little bit of salt to it. We did add salt to it. And then you just put that over your salad greens, and it's very light and absolutely delicious, and complemented the meal really well. So I had those artisan romaine, heads of romaine from Costco. And so I washed those and chopped those up, and then shredded carrot, cucumbers, and tomatoes. And it was just a really simple salad. So it didn't compete with all the flavors of everything else that we had. So then we had black beans. Our daughter made a garlic rice. I don't know how she made it, but it was delicious. And then I oven roasted Yukon Gold potatoes, red onion, bell peppers. Did I have anything else in that? I think that was it. And seasoned it with cumin and chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. And of course, no oil. And just oven roasted those. So we had that, the beans, the rice, and heated up frozen corn. And then we had tortillas, salsa. I didn't make salsa. It was easy on myself. I bought already made salsas, and then we had avocado. So it was absolutely delicious. Everybody was happy. Oh, and our daughter made some kind of a tomato sauce that was really good. I have to get, she didn't have a recipe. She just made it up. She's a really good cook. And we put the red sauce that she made over the tamales because she felt, because she had made her tamales so neutral, hoping the kids would eat them, she felt like they needed the extra spice. So anyway, and then Katie made an orange bundt cake from scratch, a vegan orange bundt cake, but it wasn't gluten-free. So of course I didn't have it, but everybody loved it. And then we also had the gingerbread cookies that the kids and I had made last week. So that's what I had for dessert. And I completely forgot about the test pie that I made was in the freezer. I could have gotten that out.
Oh, the chocolate peanut butter.
But yeah, so I made a
unpublished secret pie.
yeah, a chocolate peanut butter oh my pie, frozen ice cream pie with a chocolate crust, and for an upcoming ebook that we're working on. And so I could have gotten that out, but
test pie. I didn't know it was a test pie.
It's a test pie, and it's delicious. But I do need to shoot another set of pictures because I didn't get any with the chopped peanuts on top.
Oh.
So anyway, that's what we had yesterday. We played games and sang songs, and the kiddos got a karaoke machine. So that was a lot of fun, and they got little cameras. So they were taking lots of pictures of us. It was kind of fun for them to say, okay, now you have to smile, you know. They were enjoying that.
Their foot.
So anyway, Rich had lunch with Chef AJ and Charles yesterday. They were all meeting at a nice Himalayan vegan restaurant for lunch yesterday. So that was nice. And then Rich had Mexican for dinner last night, like we did. So that's fun. Randy says she needs Chef AJ to cook for her. Randy had vegan food from a vegetarian Indian restaurant, and she's so bloated now from all the salt. Yeah, it's ridiculous the amount of salt that restaurants use in their food. I don't mind a little, but they use way, way too much. Let's see. And some people made chili. That sounds good. Superfood Parents is in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Central Virginia.
Anybody make?
I bet it's beautiful.
Your lasagna?
Oh, I don't know. So I know a lot of people
You
had told
usually get a
me,
Facebook post or two on that.
yeah, a lot of people do make my lasagna for Christmas, and we've had that for a number of Christmases. So that's an often requested meal by my family, is my vegan lasagna. So if you haven't tried it, you might keep that in mind for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
You started the day before, though.
Yeah, you can. You can make it all in one day, but I like to break it up and make all the components like the day before, and then put them all together right before I bake it. So it's nice to do it that way. Okay, let's see. You can check you can talk while I'm checking the comments, Tom.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping that our new little sound thingies are still working. It's a tiny little thing that just plugs in the side of the phone and doesn't have any wires. These just clip right on the jacket. So it's a much more compact system.
Cheryl is watching from Vienna, Austria. How
Vienna.
Wonderful.
That's the town we didn't get to when we were there. We were so disappointed we couldn't have time to get to Vienna.
We went to Salzburg.
Yeah, we went to Salzburg and Berchtesgaden and
Berchtesgaden was
and
Germany.
over to Munich. Yeah. But we didn't make it to Vienna. It was during the Mozart Festival that year. So we did hear some amazing
music,
world-class music in the Miramar Palace in Salzburg, in the very room where Mozart used to perform. It was just such a delight.
It was. That was an amazing trip. It really was. Superfood Parent says, I make lasagna often enough and everybody loves it, except my family. Oh no! Well, isn't that how it goes? Randy said she watched The Sound of Music. Oh, we did get to go see a lot of the places where they filmed.
Do I have the name of that right? Is it the Miramar Palace in Salzburg? Yeah, where they filmed the singing scenes with the statues.
I believe so. And that park that they filmed part of the movie in.
Yeah.
So, and then we took did a boat ride, and we got to see the house that they used for the front. For
the Von Trapp's house, yeah.
Yes. So that was fun.
Very memorable trip.
Yes, it was. And Kelly is sharing her chili recipe. That's fun. Oh, I haven't had chili in a long time. That actually sounds really good. So
well, it's cold today.
It is. So Christmas Eve, I made my potato corn chowder, and that makes a boatload. You know, it fills the 8-quart Instant Pot, and that was really delicious. So we have that to eat, and I'll probably freeze some, put some in the super cubes and freeze it up, so we can have that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do for New Year's Eve. We always stay home for New Year's Eve. When we were young, before we had kids, we would go out for dinner and dancing. But once we had kids, then we were like, oh no, it's too dangerous. We just need to stay home where it's safe and not have to worry about drunk drivers and such. So anyway, we're homebodies on New Year's Eve, and sometimes I like to make like just a bunch of appetizers, and then we just have a bunch of appetizers for dinner. But maybe I'll make chili this year. Chili sounds good. Chili and my cornbread muffins. That would be good. So anyway, no matter what you did food-wise yesterday, remember that today is a new day. And if you indulged yesterday, that's okay, as long as you get right back on track today. So I sent home with everybody any of the naughty stuff, the higher calorie density stuff. So we're back to normal today. Our salads are already prepped. And we have plenty of healthy choices to choose from, lower calorie density choices to choose from. I have a lot of the tamales left over, and I'm going to freeze them. They freeze really well. That's one nice thing about it. And then you can just thaw them out in the refrigerator, and you can reheat them in the microwave easily. Or we actually steamed ours in the Instant Pot, and so you could steam them again in the Instant Pot or in a steamer basket on the stove to reheat them. That would work well. And they taste just as good as the day that you made them. So no harm in freezing them whatsoever. They are a lot of work to make, and they're small, but Tom was pointing out to me this morning how filling they were.
Yeah, I told her before dinner, oh, I'll eat 3 or 4 of those.
No, you said 4 or 5.
4 or 5, okay. Oh, I did eat 3, and I was quite satisfied after the 3rd one, because there was also the beans and the rice and the salad she described earlier, all that stuff to go with them. So it was more food than, I didn't follow that 80%. Eat until you're 80% full. I filled it up.
Yeah, I did too, actually.
But I'm looking forward to our chopped salads today, and
yes,
maybe some dump soup in there for tonight. I don't know.
Maybe. So let's cross over so we're not in that lady's way. I was gonna. Oh, Mary Jo says, Tammy, did you get a new hat for Christmas? I did not. But I bought it a couple months ago. We just haven't done.
Let me show them the flower detail. Look towards the house. It's got this cute little. You've gotten a lot of comments on it in town here.
Oh, I do. I wear it when I go shopping, and I get so many compliments on it from people. So I love hats.
It's very,
as you well know,
1920s, 30s.
I know. I just love it. I just love it.
I got pictures of my great-grandmother in that hat.
Something similar, I'm sure. I'm sure. Randy says she has to get her skates out to keep up with us. That's funny. Let's see. Just looking to see if I missed anything else.
Oh, look at the dinosaur. You got a big dinosaur for Christmas.
So, Superfood Parents says we're going to an Indonesian restaurant today because this resort has over 10 restaurants and no vegan options other than French fries and a side salad. Isn't that sad?
Oh, no.
Wow. Randy's going on the health optimization cruise in 11 days. So she is having chopped salad today. Kelly says, I got boxes of candy from my in-laws and brought it into work for people to eat to get it out of my house. That's a great thing to do. I know a lot of people take stuff to work and let everybody devour it.
So our Costa Rica cruise is only 6 weeks, 7 weeks away.
Oh, we leave February 10th. Oh, no, we leave the 9th.
Yeah.
The 9th? Yes.
Yeah, so
we leave the 9th.
About 6 weeks away then.
Yeah, so yeah, and we've got a lot of hikes for that trip, so we got to get in hike mode. Do some elevation. Get ready for more hiking. Mary Jo said, busy, blessed Christmas day, incorporating self-care with lots of stretching today, and have a flow yoga class this afternoon. Oh, that'll be nice. Sounds like a good way to recover from Christmas. All the hustle bustle. So we're busy working on an ebook that will be coming out in a couple months. And so we did take the last few days off from working on it so that we could concentrate on Christmas activities. So we'll be resuming our work on it this afternoon, or later this morning, actually, I guess.
I assigned page numbers. Well, actually, while Tammy and our daughter were making tamales, I was upstairs assigning page numbers. So I think I'm up. We're about done with creating pages. We just have to finish them all. But we're at 112 pages in the ebook now.
Yes.
That includes the front cover and the user instructions inside, and the About Tammy page, and indexes and table of contents and so forth.
50 some recipes, did you say?
Over 50, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be another good another good, I was going to say little, but it's not little, another good ebook. But it isn't little, that's for sure. It's funny how these things grow. I was like, oh, I'm going to keep this one small. You know, well, that didn't work. So, but that's good. The more recipes, the better for everyone, I think. Yep. And let's see, what else is going on? I wish I would have brought my gloves. My hands are freezing.
Oh, and you're holding your phone.
I am. I have to hold my phone so I can see the
Well, do you want my
comments.
left glove that you're holding the phone with?
No, it's okay. I'll be all right. I'll burn more calories because my body has to heat up, warm me up.
We're in that stretch where it usually gets a little bit warmer. The sun can almost shine on us through those patchy clouds.
If it would just poke out a little more, we could be warmer. So do any of you hit the after Christmas sales? I do not. I do not like crowded stores and shopping in a madhouse. So I do not go shopping on Black Friday.
Good job on that corner.
Thank you. And I do not go shopping the day after Christmas. So
Tammy just did a 180-degree turn and stayed on the camera the whole time.
Francie says, what do you put in your tofu scramble? So Google Nutmeg Notebook sheet pan tofu scramble, and it'll take you right to the blog post. So I do put a can of black beans in it because that helps bulk it up. A couple of sliced up green onions. You could use red onion or yellow onion if you wanted to. And then seasonings, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder. If you like salt, you can add a little bit of salt and pepper, and it's really delicious. So, and it'll keep for several days in the refrigerator. Some people tell me they do freeze it. I have not tried freezing it. It does use a whole brick of tofu, so it does fill a sheet pan. It makes a lot, and you can use it in corn tortillas as little breakfast tacos. I also like it over a chopped salad, either hot or cold. It's good that way. You can also saute some greens, oil-free, saute some greens and put it over cooked greens is good. If you're going to eat it right away, you can sprinkle fresh chopped spinach over it when you bring it out of the oven, and it will wilt it, and that's really yummy that way too. So the guys in my family like a flour tortilla, and they like to wrap it up in a flour tortilla with or without some avocado slices and have a breakfast burrito. So it's extremely versatile. And if you make the sheet pan breakfast potatoes, then you could also put those in your tacos or in your burritos. And those are delicious too. They're a great side dish. Also,
I made 2 pancake burritos. I took the tofu scramble.
I did see that.
And I took 2 pancakes and I made little pancake tofu scramble tacos.
Yeah, I saw that. That was fun. So, yeah. So.
And you had your sausage in there too, which was really good.
Yes, we had the breakfast sausages that were really good. And yesterday I did add a tablespoon of maple syrup to the breakfast sausage mix and a tablespoon of coconut aminos. And I really liked that. And I had the organic sprouted oats from Costco. And I did run those through that. Watch out.
Well, she's not going to stop.
No. And I did run those through the blender a little bit to chop them up. They're thicker and tougher than like the rolled oats that you can just buy at the grocery store. And so if you use those for certain recipes, they don't break down as much as the rolled oats from the grocery store that are thinner. And I do prefer for the oat sausages and for my lentil loaf, I do prefer the grocery store rolled oats because they break down more, and you're not seeing all the oats in them, and I just think the texture is better as well. So anyway, discovered that the last couple weeks because I did make my lentil loaf for Thanksgiving, and I made it with the oats from Costco, and I didn't like the texture as well. Rich says he just had his 3 green smoothies he has in the morning. Instead of a chopped salad, it's really fast and extremely filling. Everything I put in the chopped salad goes in my smoothie instead. That's cool.
So are there 3 greens in the smoothies, or does he drink 3 smoothies that are green?
I don't know. I'm thinking it's 3 green smoothies, 3 greens in his smoothie. That's a good
Just
question.
the way you said that.
I'm sorry. Oh, Superfood Parents posted the ingredients in my tofu scramble. Yeah, I forgot the jalapeno. It has a jalapeno in it. Francie says, what seasonings are important for breakfast sausage? I like ground fennel. Yeah, sage is also good. I put fennel in mine as well. For me, that gives it that nice sausagey flavor. So you could use, if you don't have sage, you could use poultry seasoning. There is no poultry in poultry seasoning. It is vegan. And you can use Italian seasoning, or herbs de Provence would also work. And a little bit of red chili flakes, or a little bit of ground red pepper, if you like it to have a little bit of heat, just a little tiny bit. I did not put any in it yesterday. I was trying to make them more mild, but yesterday also I thought, ooh, a chopped apple, finely chopped apple, to make like a smoked apple sausage, and then a little bit of liquid smoke, I think would be really good to make an smoked apple sausage. That would be really good for breakfast. But I already had mine made up when I thought, a finely chopped apple or shredded apple could be good in this. So, anyway, just depends on what your personal taste preferences are.
They're making a lot of noise here.
Oh, they're working on the school here.
Yeah.
It is noisy.
They got a little bobcat jackhammer thing going.
Yeah, so what are your plans today, people? When we get home, we're going to shower. Then we'll get busy working on the computer. If the sun comes out and I have some good natural light, I might be taking some food photos today for the ebook.
If you're going to photograph that chocolate pie, you have to remember to take it out so the frost has time to dissipate.
Oh, I'll just have to use the blow dryer on the top of it to melt the frost. Because even as it sets,
it keeps refrosting.
It keeps refrosting, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, everybody's in favor of fennel. There are some people who don't like fennel. So, I'm thinking our son-in-law isn't a fan of fennel. But I don't know if has he eaten the sausages or not? I can't remember. And you don't like caraway. Isn't it you that doesn't like caraway? You know, it's difficult to keep track of everybody's personal taste preferences. And then we have, on top of that, we have food allergies, people in our family with food allergies.
We just did a 16-minute mile. Did you hear that?
Yes.
So we're only 4 times slower than the 4-minute mile. And we're not running, so that's not bad.
Not bad. That's pretty good because we're usually really slow when we're doing a walk and talk. But we're keeping a pretty good pace today. We'll do the park here, turn in here, and do the park. So, do you guys make New Year's resolutions? I do not. I
You're
don't.
resolved every day.
I guess I try.
I resolve hereby today to eat my chopped salad. I resolve hereby today to prepare the best and utmost dump soup for dinner. Which way you going there?
I was going to go this way. You're going that way.
Yeah. We got to go counterclockwise.
Oh, I don't know why.
For the camera.
Oh, good morning.
Because then it's always pointing. Otherwise, it'd be always pointing out. I guess we could have. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I don't deal with change whale. We'll always go this way. Why would she change going this way? Why would she go the other way?
Belinda says, so nice to see you guys. Francie says, do you guys have pets? We do not. We do not.
Well, we have some outdoor residents.
Oh, wow.
You know, we live next to that pond, and so there's a family of turtles that we keep track of out there. And then there's always the mallard ducks, which are constant. We get visited often. Unfortunately, they don't live here. The Canada geese come and visit, make a ruckus, and then fortunately move on. So, and then we call him Mr. Squirrel, that resides on our back fence and in our trees and actually climbs all over the house.
Oh, and
digs
in our potted
digs
plants.
In all of our potted plants, our herb garden. There's no inch of ground that's not safe from him, but part of the landscape. So, yeah. So we do have our local creatures that we kind of look for when we go out.
In our earlier, before we had kids, we had a dog, we had cats. But, you know, when they passed on, we didn't replace them. Good morning. So, yeah. Whoops. Let's see. Gina says, hey, Tammy and Tom. Hi, Gina. Thank you for joining us. It's good to see everybody this morning. It's nice.
Yeah, so we've been largely off of air of YouTube, other than a few things here and there and a couple of walk and talks, really since our trip to the NHA in June.
Right.
And we do have that plant-based cruise in February, but we'll be getting more back into the routine here of doing March. Some uploads and trying to focus on doing more shorter stuff. You know, we've kind of stopped doing recipes on live because the lives are just too long for somebody that wants to grab a recipe. So if it's a recipe specific video, I'll edit those and then post them and keep them from, 5 to 12 minutes anyway is the idea. So that's what's going on. For those of you that were following us on Amazon, that was taking too much time, actually taking time away from our plant-based world. So we're not doing the Amazon live shows currently. We will still be putting up our, favorite kitchen product recommendation stuff on our Amazon platform and on the product pages of Amazon. But the lives were just taking up too much time and stealing time away from our plant-based missions. So we're pivoting back to spending our production time on things that can go on our own YouTube channel and not live someplace else.
Right. That'll be good. So I know somebody this morning on my post of what I ate yesterday said, will you please do a video on the tamales? And I may do that. But what other things would you guys like videos on? That would be good to know so that we could start making a list of possible things that we can do. And, we really want to do what you guys need and want and ask for. Good morning. And so if you think of something later, you can add it to the comments of the video, or you can email Tammy at nutmegnotebook.com and give me your ideas. Let me know what you would like to see, and we'll see what we can do about creating content that you guys ask for.
If you want to check that we've done something already or not, you can always just put the food name in after typing in Nutmeg Notebook. For instance, Nutmeg Notebook potatoes will get you all of Tami's potato containing recipes. Same thing with corn or beans or anything else like that. Beautiful morning on the what do you call this landscape here?
Yeah, it is pretty. Now, right up here, just on the other side of this little berm, is where the pheasant likes to hang out.
He's not going to be out this
No,
side,
he'll
though.
be gone now, but I oftentimes see him up here, and he'll be up by the path eating something. There's something that attracts him.
They get gravel.
Oh, is that what
for their
does?
craw? Yeah.
Oh.
They get gravel so that they can digest their other pickings.
And then he'll run back down the hill and into the bramble there. So fun. Francie says, do you ever crave non-vegan food, eggs? No, I never crave eggs. And I can't say that I crave any non-vegan food. There's a saying that you crave the things that you habitually eat. And we do find that to be true, because if we're traveling or something and we, can't get something equal to our big, beautiful chopped salad every day, we really start craving and wanting all of those greens and those veggies. So what about you, Tom? Do you ever crave anything non-vegan?
Not usually. If I see an image of them preparing, like I remember the flavor of an egg sandwich, but if we really wanted to have that, we could probably come up with a substitute flavor profile.
Yes.
And right now, Tami doesn't splurge so much, but the last and hardest thing for me to give up from the animal food world was the cheeses. And now there's so many amazing plant-based cheeses available, which you can get too much of. So I have them occasionally. So with that in place.
And we do keep some in our refrigerator for the grandkids, but yeah. I couldn't even tell you when the last time was I had vegan cheese. I did indulge in those when we first went plant-based. There were some really delicious cashew cheeses that we liked that weren't too bad. But then after our grandson was born, and he has a nut allergy to cashews, hazelnuts, and pistachios, so we can't have anything with any of those ingredients in our house. Yeah. And so that made it very easy to say, oh, we can't buy those cashew-based cheeses anymore.
And what Tami was describing in terms of cravings is, I got to the point where I really, if I go a couple of days without having chopped salad, I start craving that. I do like to put my splurges, I put sauerkraut drained on top of my chopped salad. That's a huge flavor boost. And so I wind up craving that. And then if I go a couple of days without having my steamed vegetable, or also known as dump soup, I start craving that. So yeah, your body craves what it's used to having. It becomes what it wants. So, but so far as animal-based products, really not so much anymore.
Yeah. So there are some vegan cheeses that you can make yourself. Kathy Hester has some oil-free cheese recipes. I haven't tried them. I used to make some cashew-based cheeses, a couple of them, when I first went plant-based. But again, since we can't have cashews in the house, I don't do that. I do sub almonds for a lot of recipes that call for cashews. I use the blanched almonds. So possibly I could make them with the blanched almonds, but they're really calorically dense. They might be fine for like a special occasion or something, but not something that I can include in my menu plan on a regular basis, just because, I tend to overeat those high calorie density foods because they're highly palatable and delicious and, you know, very pleasurable. So they're very easy to overeat on. I don't mind like a little drizzle of cashew cheese or something, or a cashew sauce on something if I eat in a vegan restaurant. But I don't typically make that kind of stuff for at home. Now, when we're having company, I will make higher calorie density foods for our family because they are used to eating richer foods.
No, oh, here's our Christmas line up here. We can.
Oh yeah, this is a fun yard.
Let's get you in the picture with the people. Where are you?
I'm right here.
Can't see you.
I was fixing my sock. Nice.
Keep going.
Okay, let's go.
I'm waiting for you.
Well, I want you to show the things and not me standing in front of them, honey. That way they can see them.
Dinosaur, giant Santa. Oh, and a great big giant Merry Christmas poster on their garage, which we're getting the clouds now. There, their garage doors.
I've never seen anybody do that before.
No, that is new.
That's cool. Okay. So Gina says she loves the live hangouts if it's not too much work. And we don't actually have to present something. Can't we just hang out and do a Q&A?
Oh, yeah, we could still do those.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't be delivering recipes in those because I've gone back to some getting ready for this book. Let me speed up, Tim. I got to get camera pointing the wrong way. As we were getting ready for the ebook we're working on, and where if there's a recipe on the blog post already, then I'm putting that link in the ebook. And then if there's a video on it, then I also put that at the top of the page in the ebook as a link. In some of those I found out, I forget which one I was looking up, but it was buried in an hour-long live show. And so I told Tammy I really need to go in, download that live from YouTube.
Here, we'll go to the street here.
Edit out everything that's conversational and have a specific menu prep video out of it, which I can do. But they're just reinforced that if we're going to do recipes, we need to do them as specific uploads so that they're very searchable. And
well,
findable.
we only did recipes when we were doing
The
Tuesday
early
with Tammy.
Yeah,
years ago.
When
we learned that lesson right away, actually.
But there's some good recipes. Well, I got reminded of that.
Yes.
Getting ready for the book.
Karen says, Happy New Year. Do you guys get a lot of fog like we do here in Fresno?
It doesn't come up as often. It really kind of starts. Whoops.
We did have fog last week.
Yeah, but like yesterday, the fog ended like in Elk Grove, like Lodi.
Oh, what happened?
It just did its little jump thingy.
Hello.
Back up here. It just wants to have you. It doesn't want to have me on camera.
That's
so yeah, we get fog here as sometimes, but not nearly as much as Fresno. My work used to take me to Fresno all the time, and that was sometimes a real challenge down there, and horrible accidents because of the fog as well. So, which I managed to miss. But yeah, Fresno gets a lot more fog. Visalia, Fresno, and on up to Modesto is the valley of the fog down there.
So Gina says, oh, I thought you meant show ideas. We did. Absolutely. We meant show ideas. Yes. But, and also like what kind of, not show ideas, but videos, educational videos or recipe type videos. Are there any recipes that you're looking for, or any educational videos that you would like us to make, topics that you would like us to discuss, that kind of thing?
Yeah,
we're looking for that as well.
You know, like the Christmas live.
I saw that dog poo.
I was trying to get the words out. I was trying to save you. I couldn't say the word. I was trying to figure out what word to say.
Rich says, I like grocery hauls the best. That way I can see all the things you've gotten at your Costco's and know what I've got at mine, and I can find different things that Tammy talks about. Oh, those are really popular.
And they're fun to do, too.
They are. So we'll try to do more of those.
And those can be impromptu whatever day we go.
Right. Francie says, my favorite deep fried foods are falafel and French fries. Yeah.
Well, you have the not deep fried falafel recipe already on
I
the blog.
do. I have the falafel.
It's falafel inspired.
It's not
Deep
true
falafel
because I don't use the raw uncooked garbanzo beans. I use canned garbanzo beans, or ones that you make in your pressure cooker or your stovetop. But they have all the flavor of falafel, and they're in a patty form, and they do not have to be deep fried. And then for French fries, we love the air fried, oil free French fries. Now, are they as scrumptious as the fried ones? Of course not. But they are delicious.
You put ketchup and mustard on them, and
they're just as delicious. We're very happy to be able to have those and have that crunch and that potato. They're just so delicious. I'm trying to make sure I haven't missed anything. Superfood Parent says, I've always eaten a lot of vegetables and would crave them even when I ate animals. Oh, that's good. Randy says, I don't crave things that are vegan, but I do sometimes crave sweets. Yeah, I guess I would say I do too, Randy, because I do have a sweet tooth. And sometimes I just want something chocolate because I do like chocolate. And sometimes I just think, oh, I just want to make something chocolate. And so you guys, Wellbeing has their new muggins. And
we'll put a link in the description.
Yeah, when we get home, Tom will put a link in the description. And so the mix makes 8 mug chocolate cakes. And there's half a serving of beans in each muggin. And you would never know that there were beans in them. And they're very, very good. So if you live where you can't get muggins, or they're not in your budget because they're not cheap, I need to put a blog post up, but I posted on Facebook and Instagram, on my Instagram, so Nutmeg Notebook, Facebook or Instagram, I posted a chocolate mud cake recipe. And if you want to build those in bulk, you can. Just take some little jars and put all the dry ingredients in them. I mean, if you have everything out, why not measure out 4 or 6 of them at a time, and instead of just one, and then they'll be ready to go when you want to make one. And they're super easy to make and very inexpensive if you make the chocolate mud cake mix yourself. So anyway, and then you could have that, you could take it with you when you travel, because you can usually find a microwave someplace, and you can pack a mug to take with you so that you can make it in your hotel room. If your hotel room doesn't have a microwave, if they have a continental breakfast, a little kitchenette area, there's usually a microwave available there. And so you can make them, and that way you could have your chocolate dessert no matter where you go. How cool is that? Although we do travel with the Wellbeing bars. So when we go on our cruise in February, we're going to the Panama Canal. So we're excited about that. And we'll take Wellbeing bars with us. I'll make my quinoa banana oat muffins and freeze them, and we will take those with us. And I make these garlic chickpea croutons. And once you get them nice and crispy, they won't go bad. They'll actually last for weeks. And I'll make those, and we take those with us because we can sprinkle those on a salad. If we can't get like a salad with beans, we can take the chickpea croutons and sprinkle them over a salad. We're fine once we get on the ship because Windstar cooks oil-free, SOS-free, salt, oil, sugar-free vegan food for us. And so we'll be fine once we get on the ship. But when we're out doing our excursions, if it happens to run over through mealtime or just the travel to and from, because we're going a day early, when we get off the ship, we're spending the night because we couldn't get a flight out that day. And so, you know, we'll have some meals on our own. And we know, for one, that we can just water fast. So not being able to get SOS free vegan food is not a crisis for a day or even two, because we have water fasted that amount of time. And so we'll have our muffins, we'll have our well-being bars. We can usually buy a piece of fruit wherever we are, buy an apple, a banana, an orange, and out of those, we can make a meal and be perfectly fine. So we don't sweat about the food too much, because we've been at this for such a long time that we're perfectly happy with really plain food. And if we can just get some, even just raw veggies, like a salad and some vinegar to put on it and some fruit, we can be fine. And I sometimes do a fruit and vegetable day. If you've never done that, try it. It can be, when I do it, my vegetables can be either cooked or raw. Some people do them and they do all raw veggies and all raw fruit. But it's a good lesson to learn that you can make it, that you can do that, not have your starch, not have your beans, your potatoes, and still be okay and still feel full, because they are full of fiber and water, and you can actually get full eating just fruits and vegetables. So that's, you know, the raw foodists do well, but they also do add in some fat to get their calories. So anyway, I will make some things ahead of time for us to take with us, but we really won't have to worry too much about food. Okay.
A bunch of comments came on earlier when you started.
I'm looking.
I couldn't see if there were questions or just comments.
Debbie says, thank you for your spinach mushroom lasagna. Best recipe. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Randy said, oh my God, Muggins. Have you tried yours yet, Randy? You got to give it a try. Gina says, the Muggins is so good. It is good. Sharon says, I was quite surprised recently by how sweet garbanzo beans are when cooked after soaking, compared to that slightly bitter taste when using canned garbanzo beans. Absolutely. Which recipe? Kathy says, is that recipe on your website, the lasagna recipe? If you're asking about the lasagna, yes. Just Google Nutmeg Notebook Lasagna. If you're looking for the chocolate mug cake, I haven't made a blog post for it yet, but it's on my Facebook page. I think I posted it a couple weeks ago, and it's also on my Nutmeg Notebook Instagram page. Karen says, I have not tried the muggins. I only order well-being a couple times a year because I love them too much. I totally understand that.
What's our code? Get you a variety pack for something off, $5 off the variety pack.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so
Tom will post a link when we get home, and our discount code for you.
Yeah, the discount code from Wellbeing is on a particular product where they did a variety pack of different flavors of bars, and then our code is $5 off of that.
So we keep the Wellbeing bars in the freezer so that they're not in the pantry calling our name, and that's helpful. Our grandson loves the peanut butter ones. The others are not sweet enough for the grandkids. Our granddaughters will eat them in a pinch, the peanut butter ones, but they're not thrilled with them. And we don't buy the nuggets because The little bag of nuggets is too easy. Once you open that, it's all over. We're not going to just eat 3 little nuggets. We're going to eat the whole bag. So we don't order those
we have
anymore.
Carolyn not send those.
Yeah. Gina says 1 or 2 serving desserts are perfect for me because I have a sugar addiction and desserts call to me if they're in the fridge or the cupboard. I hear ya. I can understand that.
Can you pull that glove off for me?
Yeah.
The thing just went bonkers anyway. Hold on. You don't need to see me when you're doing the talk.
This thing is so sensitive, isn't it?
No, it's because I turned it not upside up. If you turn the pole too much, then the gimbal doesn't know what to do, and it just starts dancing.
So Francie says, "Is your cruise a vegan cruise?" The whole cruise is not a vegan cruise. I think there's 22 or 24 of us from the NHA group, the National Health Association group, that are traveling together. And so they know that we're coming. They know how we eat.
We have private vegan dining for lunch, right? Yeah, lunch is in our own room. So. And then the evening meal is in a section of the general dining room.
Right. But they were making for us exclusively SOS-free, whole food, plant-based food and sidewalk. And they have purchased seasonings from Well Your World for SOS-free seasonings for our food. And this will be our 3rd cruise with the Windstar Cruise Line. And we have worked with the chef on the different cruises we've been on, along with Lisa McCarl, the travel agent for the NHA cruise, and also with Wanda Huberman from the NHA. And and they have done a really good job of working with the cruise line about specifically what products to use, how to make our food, providing recipes. And the chefs and the cruise line have really embraced the concept. And in fact, if you go on a Windstar cruise, even if it doesn't have NHA members on a designated group, they will have NHA approved foods on their buffet. And so you'll just look for a little card that says NHA and then whatever it is, and then you'll know that that particular item was made SOS free. So it's actually very exciting that they do that, and it just makes travel so easy because you don't have to worry about the food, So they have had some cruises where the whole group on the cruise was from the NHA, but that's kind of a difficult thing to pull off for them. So now they are limiting the size of the groups. But if you go to the NHA website, the National Health Association website, and there's a tab across the top that you can click on to see what they have coming up, and you can read about what cruises they have that are coming up. And they are also they're going to be doing a land trip to Italy. So they're doing some different trips with some different companies coming up, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So we love the Windstar Cruise Line. They are small ships. You get to pull into ports that the big ships can't pull into, and all of their excursions have really been amazing and well organized. So we've been very happy with our trips with them. Okay, let me see. Randy's got to go. She says y'all have a good day. Thank you for joining us, Randy. You have a good day too.
We're almost done.
She just got back from being out of town, so she hasn't tried the muggins yet. She's trying to recover from all the crappy eating she did. I get that. Francie wants to know, do you drink alcoholic beverages? I think probably in the last 10 years, I've had one, maybe two. I did have a little glass of wine or champagne on our anniversary last year at the restaurant because they knew it was our anniversary and they brought us, I think, champagne. And I had a little glass of that, but I typically don't drink alcohol because I'm not that fond of it to begin with, and it's just empty calories. So I'd rather have a dessert than have a glass of wine. Oh, Dixie's on. Hi, Dixie. Good to see you this morning. All right. Dixie says, vacationing with healthy foods made for you. Score. Absolutely. It is a score. Oh, Jesse's on. Hey, Jesse. Good morning. Good to see you. So, Liz says, hi, everyone coming in late. Hi, Gina. Jesse, it was so much fun to see you in person on Chef AJ's show. Great to put a face to your name. Oh, I missed that. I'll have to look for that, Jesse. How fun. All right. Well, we're almost done. We're getting to the end of our, usually I hit 4 miles somewhere right in here.
What are you at?
Let's see where we're at. 4 miles.
Oh, mine just popped 4 miles too.
Yep. I just hit it.
50 seconds per mile.
So that's good.
We improved our time to 15 minutes and 50 seconds.
Nice.
On the last mile.
Oh, good. That's good.
It's
hard to walk, talk, read messages, and Tom do the camera. He slows down every time he starts talking, and then I'm here behind the scenes going like this, trying to get him to walk faster. So
I've been walking fast.
You've done good. You've done better today. So that's good. So it's been fun though.
I'm wearing my fast shoes.
You're wearing your fast shoes. The kids, the grandkiddos have fast shoes. And they think they can walk faster, run faster, depending on what shoes they have. Well, there's probably some truth to that, depending on the footbed, the structure of the shoe. So, well, what a beautiful morning it's been. This is a really good way to start the day and help us be productive the rest of the day. And we find that if you exercise in the morning, it kind of sets the pace for the rest of the day. And, you know, you don't want to make bad food.
Here, you gotta push the end. Pull my sleeve down. I can't do it.
You don't want to make bad food choices the rest of the day because you've started out.
Total time 1 hour 9 minutes, 4.09 miles.
Good job.
So we almost got a whole extra 10th in there.
Yeah. So do something good for your health today, you guys. And whether it's exercising or thinking good thoughts, eating healthy food, whatever it may be, do that because you're worth it. And nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. I always like that saying. So, all right. Okay. Gina says, so glad you took us on your walk. Thank you. Jessie says, Tammy, I love that hat. Beautiful color with your hair. Thank you. Jessie says, Gina, I'm exhausted just watching Tammy and Tom.
Okay.
So,
All
but
right.
this was really fun, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. If you have ideas of what you'd like us to do, either YouTube videos or live shows on any topics, recipes, etc., that you would like to see us cover, send it to an email to Tami at nutmegnotebook.com, or you can send it to Tom at nutmegnotebook.com. And we'll start making a list of what you guys would like to see more of. We already know you like the Q&As, the live just chats, and you like the grocery hauls. So, and we like those too. Those are really fun to do for us. So,
favorite shoes, I saw the question go by, are the Hoka, how do you say it? I'm not saying it right.
yeah.
Hoka Bondi 7 or 8, whatever model they're on now. Hoka Bondis is what we wear because
they're on 8.
They're on 8. Hoka Bondi 8.
Yeah, we both have those. He has
Yeah.
the all black and I have the black and white.
Yeah.
And we've been wearing them for years. We both have really
Yeah.
bad
They're
feet.
basically identical shoes. You're just as a girl color and mine's a boy color.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So yeah, those are our favorite shoes for walking. We've been wearing them for years.
Okay, let's go.
I'm Tami.
I'm Tom.
And we help you
Get
get healthy and stay healthy,
one walk at a time.
Love you guys. Bye. Thanks for joining us.
Push the button.